Welcome to Minnetonka. We're happy to have you. I'm going to teach you today about our Student Management Learning Center, Schoology. I'm going to teach you how to post assignments to Schoology so that your students can view them on their iPads. I'm also then going to show you how to access the student work that they have Dropboxed, which means what they've turned into you electronically on Schoology. Then from that Dropbox where they've handed in their work, I'm going to show you how to grade student work, and then you will be able to submit what is graded back to the students so that they can see how they did and what they need to do to improve if they need to improve their grade. So I opened up Schoology and clicked into my course. I'm under materials, and you can see that I have folders created for my students for themes, which helps them organize I organize their material for them. Now there are a couple different ways that you can give materials to students, basically handing out papers, okay? You can put them in materials in these folders, okay, like I do. I also put them under updates so that the students can see what they need to do each specific day. So they can either look at their updates just daily, and I do a routine in my class, so we just check our updates right when we walk in as bell work. I also put the stuff in folders for them so that if they're studying for a test, they want to see, I need to look in my global economy folder to see all the study tools that I need. I put all my materials in the folders for them as well. So there's two spots, and I'm going to show you where you put them for both of those two spots, both in materials within a folder as well as like a daily update. You can create folders within folders, which is kind of exciting if you like to organize things. So I have some folders within folders, so units and then chapters within those units. And here's where you can see with the PDFs, these are my assignments that I have within the chapters. So that is how it looks for the students. They see the PDF and then they download that PDF into Notability. So here are my updates. Different look than with the materials with the folders. And this is where I write something daily for the students so they know what to expect that day. I also attach the PDF that they will need for that day right in my updates so they can only go to updates if they want to, or if they want to, they can go back into materials and look through the folder to find the chapter 30 folder and find the packet. Just two different ways. I differentiate that for students because it helps them. I'm catering to a lot of students, and so updates can help the ones who just want it quickly, and materials are for sometimes the more organized people who need to, logistically go through things. Here's what updates looks like. So within the updates, I'm going to click that little plus sign in the upper right hand corner, and then I'm going to click post. Okay, that's what's going to come up right here. If I want to add an assignment, which is what we're going to do in a minute, we click add an assignment. So when you add an update, this is where it comes, a little note, so you can write whatever you want right here, and then if you want to attach a file, you can attach something there, and PDFs are what work best for the students, so you have to update a PDF, and then they're able to download that into Notability, write on it, and then they can then Dropbox that, okay? When you're done attaching what you need to, this little arrow will turn green, or the check mark, sorry, and then you click the check mark when you're done, and it posts. Now, if we were to have gone up to this blue check or plus sign up here, and if we were to click add assignment, okay, this is what happens. Create assignment comes up. You title your assignment, pick your due date, add a category, formative, summative. You could put a rubric in if you'd like to, and then you're going to attach your PDF assignment to the assignment. Okay, this little Dropbox needs to stay colored because your Dropbox is open now, meaning you have a basket for kids to turn in their electronic worksheets. So here's the assignment that I created. This is my Chapter 5-9 study guide, and it was already due, so they've already turned it in. Now, when I click on that assignment, after I've created it, after they've Dropbox things, this is what pops up when you click on the assignment that says Chapter 5-9 Study Guide. It looks like nothing is there, right? It's just a blank screen, okay? But right here it says info. So this is the info that I had attached to the assignment. I need to click submissions, and that will then show me all of my students' work that they have Dropboxed. So this is after I clicked submissions, and you can see all of my students' work, and you can see the ones who did not submit anything and the ones that submitted it on time. Okay, now we are going to look at that on time worksheet that they Dropboxed right now. So when the students download the worksheet into Notability, when they open it and click the share arrow in the upper right hand corner and put it into Notability, this is what it looks like for them. They can write on there, you can see my handwriting here, they can type, they can highlight, there are lots of options for them. And then when they Dropbox it back to Schoology, they click this share arrow in the upper left hand corner. And once they click that little share arrow, then they're going to click share. They're going to share it with us. After they've clicked share, then they're going to click this share note again. And they're going to have it's going to be a PDF and paper. And if there are no recordings, if there's no audio, make sure that they toggle that little guy off. And then they're going to continue and they're going to import it with Schoology. This is them digitally turning in their assignment to you. Once they've clicked import to Schoology, then they're going to find your class within their courses. And my course doesn't show up because I'm a teacher in my course. But your course will pop up. They'll select your course, and then they'll select which specific Dropbox to turn that specific assignment into. This is what it looks like when they Dropbox something. So we can see that she has typed in her answers, her responses. Okay, and she used Notability to do this. And then she's able to Dropbox what she did in Notability right back to Schoology. So I've clicked on the name, and I can see that this is what has been Dropboxed. Then I can click if I want to write on here. You can already see that I've made notes. I'm going to click on that marker, kind of highlighter up there, and that then gives me the toolbar that we'll see in the next slide. On the teacher end, I'm able to use these tools, okay, this toolbar up here, when grading specific things. So there's the toolbar, and now if I want to write, I can write something, I can change the ink color, I can add a post-it note. There are all different types of things that we can do as educators to help give feedback to our students. You can change the color of the pen, which is great. So I used red so you could see it. There's green, blue, and black. There's a highlighter option. You could strike something out. You could type. My handwriting is not that neat, so I typically type. And you could also put a post-it note that has a little message. So here you can see I made a post-it note, and then all I have to do is just click right on that little guy, and my note comes up, okay, for the students for feedback. So all I have to do is open that up, and they can see the note that I wrote for my students. So I hope you learned something and are not too overwhelmed at this point. We went from Schoology, where we updated our assignment. We created an assignment or created an update for the students with our little Dropbox on. Then the students take that into Notability, which looks like this. When they're done with their worksheet, they are then going to export that back to Schoology. They put that back to Schoology and they submit that to the Dropbox that you created within your assignment. And then the teacher, we are able to give feedback to them on their assignment digitally. Please let me know if you have any questions about this workflow process.